Hi, this is Justin from Dietitian Meets Mom, and today we're going to be making a super easy, no sugar, completely unsweetened, well sweetened only with fruit, smash cake for your little one's first birthday. So before you start making your smash cake, you don't want to forget to put your coconut cream in the freezer so that it can harden up while you make the cake. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in my freezer now so that it's ready for me later. Okay, so we're ready to make this healthy smash cake. The first thing it calls for are 4 very ripe bananas. So mine are fairly ripe. If they're even riper than this, then that would be great. And you're just going to mash the bananas up. I usually just use a fork to mash mine just because it's what's easiest. So basically this cake is sweetened with the mashed bananas and then half a cup of applesauce. So I'm gonna add in the applesauce next. So you just mix the applesauce in with the bananas. It does, because of the amount of applesauce and bananas that's in this smash cake, it is a very moist cake. And oat flour is moist also, much more moist than like a whole grain, whole wheat flour. So it does come out pretty moist, but my son just loved this cake when I made it for his first birthday and made the muffins. And I've had a lot of other mamas make it for their little ones and tag me on Instagram or comment on my blog and said that their little ones love it. Once you get the applesauce and the bananas mixed, you're just going to add in the coconut oil. So it's 2 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. You're gonna melt it and then add it in. And the vanilla. So 3 teaspoons of vanilla. And those things make up your wet ingredients. So now we're gonna move on to the dry ingredients. And this recipe does call for oat flour. I made it with all oats just so that it would be gluten-free for those babies who cannot tolerate gluten. We don't have any sensitivities in my family, but I know a lot of people do. But you can just buy oat flour at the store, but another way you can do it, and it's a little bit more inexpensive, is you can make your own oat flour at home, and it's really easy. You just pour your oats into a high-speed, high-powered food processor, and then it will turn it into oat flour. Fine enough. It's looking like flour. It calls for 1.5 cups of oat flour. Now in with your oat flour, you're just gonna mix a teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now once you get all of your dry ingredients blended together, you can just dump them in with your wet and mix it all up. It's very easy. It's free of pretty much all major food allergies, but basically I made it just because I didn't want my little ones, my son, whenever I made it for him, and now I'm making it for my daughter, don't want them to have any added sugars before the age of 2, which is actually the recommendation. And there you have your batter. So this is a 4-inch cake pan, and this is the one that I bought to use whenever I made my son's cake 2 years ago, and I'm just planning to use it again for my daughter. I will just put this in here about half to 3/4, 2/3 full, somewhere around there, and then we'll just bake it in the oven. I really like this 4-inch one, and I'll link to this cake pan below in the description box below. So I like this for a smash cake. I think it makes a really cute little smash cake, 2 of them stacked on top of each other. So I'm going to pop this in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. This is what it looks like when it's ready. You'll need 2 of these. I, for some reason, only have 1 pan. That's all I bought for my son. And so I just pop it out and then I make another one in the same pan when I'm done. So now I'm ready to bake a second little cake so that I can stack them and make a cute smash cake. I just got the canned coconut cream out of the freezer. I almost said coconut milk, but the cream does work better, so you definitely want to make sure you buy the cream. And I had it in the freezer for a few hours, and it's actually very hard. So I'm going to just scoop the cream off the top. Down at the bottom will be the liquid. You want the cream to come to the top so that you can get the thickest part and leave the watery coconut milk that's left in the bottom. Now we're ready to take a hand mixer and whip it up. And just like when you're making a homemade whipped cream, you're just gonna keep going until it gets nice and smooth and kind of, it'll be a little bit different since this is starting out kind of a frozen state, but okay, and that's how you can make a really cute cake without any added sweeteners. It's sweetened with nothing but fruit, even the icing. And for this one, I decided to go with a light pink color because this is for my little girl and I wanted it to look a little bit girly. Now I could add some flowers or I might put some fruit on top. I haven't really decided yet. But for my son, I just left it white. I didn't make it a color. And I just added a touch of maple syrup in with his to make it lightly sweetened. To make it the pink color, I used freeze-dried strawberries. So they're just strawberries that have been freeze-dried, and I just put them in my food processor and ground them up, mixed them in with the coconut cream to get that light pink color. I topped my son's with a little bear. These animals are the Schleich animals, and he loves them, he collects them. And so this was the first one we actually got him, and we had it on his first cake, and it looked really, really cute. So definitely recommend these. I'll link in the description box below these animals. I had so much fun making these smash cakes for my little ones, and I hope that your babies love them as much as we do. If you want more easy toddler and baby food ideas, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can find the complete recipe for this cake at my blog at dietitianmeetsmom.com. Thanks, and I will see you next time.